Azure Standard has long been a standard to buy quality foods in bulk, and I've never tried it. So today I'm going to do my first Azure haul, and I'm going to bring you along. Hey friends, it's Barbara Sue at Kowalski Mountain, and welcome back to your channel. Yes, that is right. I have never used Azure Standard before. Now, before we moved to Kentucky, I was buying my bulk grains from Bread Becker Co-op, and I love them. But they don't have any drops in Kentucky. And so I was going to have to travel a couple of hours to Tennessee to pick up my bulk grains. So I went ahead and decided to give Azure a try. And today is my first pickup. So let's go get it. I got my order, and so let's go home and I'm going to unbox it for you. All right, we are home from the Azure Standard drop point, and I want to show you what I got. Now, a couple of the things are not even going to go in the house, so I'm going to show them to you out here. Now, the first is a 50-pound bag of Redmond conditioning mineral salt, and this is for the cows. Cows need mineral in order to have healthy digestion, and just for wellness they need salt. And Redmond's has a really good reputation of being a good mineral source. So I went ahead and ordered one bag of Redmond conditioner mineral, and the one I really wanted they didn't have, so I'm going to keep that in my cart and order it when it comes in next time. Now, this is a 50-pound bag. Now, this is why I ordered from Azure at all, and this is a 50-pound bag of kamut. Now, I am loving this grain. Kamut is an ancient grain, and this is technically sold under its full name, which I'm sure that I can't pronounce correctly. I'll put that on the screen for you. First ordered kamut on my last Bread Becker Co-op order, and absolutely love the grain. I love it in my cream of wheat, and I love it in my bread. And so I knew I wanted to order a lot more. The best part is when I ordered from Bread Becker Co-op, the biggest that they sell it in is a 40-pound bucket. And I'll admit I like getting it in a bucket, but Azure Standard sells it in a 50-pound bag, and it's $10 cheaper. So win-win all around. Now, this is going to go into the freezer for a few days because I want to kill any little bugs or anything that might be in it so that we won't have problems with it over time. Once it's been in the freezer, then I will put it into buckets and also Mylar bags with oxygen absorbers to make this grain last. Well, we might as well go ahead and finish the rest. We'll just look at it all right here. Now, keep in mind, I placed my order with the idea of building up my food pantry. And when I see some of these Azure haul videos, people order all kinds of things, just like when they're normally grocery shopping. And, you know, that's fine too. Mine was more with the idea of building up long-term food supplies. Now this I ordered, this is a gallon of molasses, and did you know that you can actually make your own brown sugar? You don't need to buy it separately. You can make it fresh, and you do that by using sugar and molasses. Now, also, dairy cows get molasses as well. So that was another reason I wanted to buy this in bulk. Now, admittedly, this was kind of a splurge. I don't really need this to fill up my pantry, but I love homemade tapioca pudding. Now, I know that a lot of people don't love tapioca, but I do. And if you have ever had boba in your tea, this is what boba is. It is tapioca pearls. I can hardly wait to make some homemade tapioca pudding, and I'll probably make a video about that just for you. Now this is 5 pounds of raisins, and I eat raisins every day in my cereal, so I go through quite a bit of them. And so when I saw that I could buy this in bulk, I grabbed it up. These are whole peppercorns, and peppercorns are used in lots of canning things. I can use this in my broth, I can use it in making pickles and all kinds of things. So again, this was something to build up the stockpile. Now this is something that I actually bought for soap making, and this is poppy seeds. Now this kind of surprised me a little bit. This is a 1 pound bag of poppy seeds, which is kind of a lot, but using it in soap making, I think that I'll use quite a bit of it. Now the main reason I went ahead and bought it by the pound was because this entire pound of non-GMO poppy seed was only $4.24. I was recently in Florida, and my mom had bought just a little McCormick's poppy seeds container, you know, the regular small seasoning container. I think she told me it was $5. So when I saw this was $4, I grabbed it up. Now this is ground mustard, and this is something that I use in some of my recipes that I make, and I was out, so I went ahead and ordered it. And this is cream of tartar, and I use cream of tartar in a variety of recipes. It's used for leavening, and I went ahead and I got some to add to our stockpile. Now I was brand new to Azure Standard, so I got a thank you for joining the drop flyer, which I haven't looked at yet. And I also got the Azure December sales flyer. Now my drop, and I don't know how all drops work, but mine is supposed to deliver every 4 weeks, and I will just kind of look to see if I need things in the next 4 weeks and add them to my cart. So I'm pretty excited about that. And of course that's going to depend on if I really like what I ordered from Azure. Now, I also thought I would let you know of what it's like to order from a drop. Now, I've only been to one, so I can't really speak for them all, but my experience today was I arrived at the drop point at the delivery time, and my driver arrived about 4 minutes late, so I was pretty impressed with that. He was supposed to be there at 1:45, and it was about 1:49 when that truck pulled in, so I thought that was pretty impressive that he was on schedule like that. And then all the people who had ordered all gathered around the back of the truck, and they cut open our pallet and they call out our names, and we all grab our items and we help unload. And for people who aren't represented, there was a woman there who was kind of organizing it. I don't know if she was the drop coordinator or not, but she was kind of organizing the stuff that no one seemed to be claiming. and then you just take your items and you go home. And that was it. It was really easy. It wasn't a big deal. My drop had, I'm going to say, maybe 8 families represented at our drop, and it wasn't a huge deal. I think there was one big pallet, and then they went around to the freezer side, and I didn't order anything cold, so I didn't get anything in the cold items. But it worked the same way. They called out their names, and everyone got their stuff, and everybody went home. So it was pretty simple. Well, friends, I hope you have enjoyed coming along with me on my first Azure drop and seeing my very first Azure haul. As always, we appreciate you watching and being a part of the Kowalski Mountain family. If you haven't hit that button yet, hit that button and subscribe so you become an official member of the Kowalski Mountain family. As always, we really appreciate you watching and helping our channel grow. We're almost to our monetization goal, and we couldn't have done it without you. So thank you so much. Now be sure to hit that bell if you don't want to miss that tapioca pudding recipe, and I will show you how I make it. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.